yeah.
Hey, what's up guys? Today, I'll show you a fantasy horror film, The Curse of Sleeping Beauty. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. Thomas is recently haunted by the same weird but pretty wet dreams, where he finds himself all alone in a wilderness. There he sees two stone monsters guarding a princess bed. In the bed lies a sleepy but sexy beauty. Each time when Thomas tries to kiss the sleeping sexy, he suffers an unbearable headache, causing him to wake up and wet himself. Confused and unrest once more, he chooses to stay alone at home and avoids talking to anybody. Even when his friend invited him out, he would refuse, saying that he's busy working at home. Later, he goes to see the psychologist, but he's told that he might have developed sleep paralysis. He's tormented by the sleep disorder and the recurring wet dreams, so he's determined to find a way out. One day, Thomas receives a call from a local law firm. He soon learns that a man who claims to be his uncle has committed suicide and leaves him a huge property named Kaiser Gardens. When checking the picture of that manor, Thomas is astonished to find the manor looks exactly the same as the one in his dreams. His uncle leaves a letter to him, saying the males of their family have been cursed. He has spent over 40 years taking care of the manor, and now he's overwhelmed, so it is time he leaves it to Thomas. At the end of the letter, the uncle warns him never to enter the sealed basement. Driven by his curiosity, Thomas goes to check the ghastly Kaiser Gardens. He holds a flashlight and walks into the messy manor among dust and old junk. The wooden door to the basement is slightly open, so he goes in and looks around cautiously. Suddenly, he hears a weird sound from the wooden door. Frightened, he immediately flees his smelly ass away from the rotten basement. While he comes up to the lobby, he sees a blonde. They self-introduce to each other, and Thomas knows she's Linda, a real estate agent for this property. When she hears that his uncle leaves nothing special but a letter, Linda wears a complex facial expression and attempts to check the letter. Thomas says he leaves the letter in his car. Hearing that, Linda changes the topic and leaves the manor hastily. Later that night, Thomas sees the sleeping sexy in his wet dream again. This time, however, he kisses her successfully and wakes her up from her long sleep. The sleeping sexy tells Thomas she has a horny connection with him, and she has been waiting there for Thomas's wake-up kiss all along. Their conversation is soon interrupted by something horrible, and Thomas wakes up, frightened by a masked monster. The next day, the real estate appraiser is sent by Linda to help evaluate the value of the property. The appraiser tells Thomas there have been people missing nearby in recent years, and all the clues point to this haunted manor. The appraiser also reminds Thomas there should be a hidden chamber in the basement, which makes Thomas more puzzled. Thomas is eager to know what's happened in the manor, so he comes to read the manor files, and he finds a script which has the same handwriting as Linda's. But when he's about to call Linda, he suddenly suffers a searing pain. In a trance, he sees the masked monsters again. As soon as the pain is gone, Thomas comes to meet Linda immediately, begging her to let him know the truth. Linda has to reveal to him what she got from her investigation. It turns out her elder brother went missing right in this manor, and 53 people have been missing during the past 125 years. As Linda is ready to leave, Thomas falls down to the ground due to a great ache in his body. When he's put under medical examination in the hospital, Thomas sees the sleeping sexy again in his dream, where she tells him he's the only one who could wake her up. She also confides to him it's the masked monsters who confine her in the dark. Since she is connected with Thomas, if he stays far from the manor, she will be weakened or even caused to death. When Thomas wakes up the next morning, he finds that he's been taken back to the manor. Linda even tells him that while he's in hospital, he struggled to go back to the manor. And to her surprise, when he reached the manor, he turned normal instantly and stayed calm. Moments later, Linda shares with Thomas a shocking finding based on her investigation that every male successor to that haunted garden is doomed to die of some accident. The two then decide to cooperate with each other in order to figure out the secrets behind the tragedies and the death of Linda's brother. Soon, Thomas takes Linda to the entry of the basement, which is sealed firmly. But later, Thomas is shocked to find he can even open the shrine door with his blood. As they walk in slowly, they come to a study room used by his uncle and find a book with seals placed on the table. As Thomas checks the book carefully, Linda just tears the seals off of the book. Before they have time to check the book, the lights begin to flicker and strange sounds groan from in the dark. Much to their shock, the wooden puppets all come to life and approach them. In terror, the two scream out loud and rush upstairs. Outside the house, they are picked up by a paranormal investigator who is hired by Linda to investigate the house. Soon after, Linda shows Thomas some photos about the ghosts haunting the Kaiser Gardens. The investigator tells Thomas there's a kind of spirit called jinn, and somehow many jinns are attracted to Kaiser Gardens and turn it into their lair. Those wooden puppets attacking them in the house should be the jinns, who are able to possess inanimate objects. The investigator also speculates that Thomas may have some connections with the house. In annoyance, Thomas then goes out for some fresh air and checks the mysterious book. He then sees the sleeping sexy is confined up, helpless. He believes that he must wake up the sleeping sexy so as to break the curse and set everybody free. They try to figure out what's exactly described in the book, written in an ancient language. They then seek help from a code breaker, a friend of Linda's, to decipher the book. At the same time, when the appraiser comes to Kaiser Gardens as scheduled, he finds nobody there and thus keeps asking for Thomas. Following the strange noises upstairs, however, the appraiser is soon attacked by the evil spirits. After hours of hard work, the code breaker successfully deciphers some part of the book and reveals a hidden history of Kaiser Gardens. It turns out the family curse even dates back to the Crusades, when Thomas's ancestors sacrificed a virgin bride to the demon in exchange for the victory of their Crusader war. However, the sacrifice summoned the evil Iblis, who cast a curse on Thomas's family and put the bride sexy into eternal sleep. They deduce that Iblis wants to occupy the girl sexy forever in that way, so they have to wake up the sleeping sexy to break the curse. But the group have to stop there, as the remaining parts have not been deciphered yet. Right then, due to his staying away for too long, Thomas starts to suffer huge pain. The rest of them have to rush him back to Kaiser Garden. While arriving there, they're terrified to find the appraiser has been killed. With no time to waste, they race down to the basement. And following the instructions, Thomas crushes open the door to the underground tunnel. Through it, they search slowly to a corner, where they find many people made into wooden puppets, including Linda's brother. Right then, much to their shock, all the puppets come to life and launch their attacks. In order to save the investigator from attack, Linda has to smash her puppetized brother. While on the other side, the code breaker finally deciphers the remaining part of the book. He's terrified by its contents, but unable to deliver in time the important message to people in the basement, because they have already made it to the shrine room with the masked monster on guard. While Linda and the investigator distract the masked monster away, Thomas bypasses it and finds Sexy sleeping inside the confinement. He bites his lip to make it bleed, and then kisses the sleeping Sexy without hormone let go. Shortly after, the sleeping Sexy awakens from her sexy sleep, but wears a pretty vague facial expression. It's revealed that from the rest of the book deciphered, the sleeping Sexy turns out to be the real demon, who's just been released by Thomas' bloody kiss, because the bloodline of Thomas and his family has the power to unleash the demons, and his body even stores many demons inside. The sleeping Sexy pretends to be a helpless angel and keeps seducing and misleading the hormone-rich Thomas in his wet dreams. As a result, she finally takes control of his mind and makes him her puppet to break the seal on herself. That's why his ancestors had the truth written down in the mysterious book, trying to warn their offspring to stay away from the sexy demon seducement. Unleashed from the seal, the now evil Sexy kills the masked monster guard, who's actually there to prevent the real demon from being unleashed. Later, she takes Thomas out of the house and then summons him to unleash all demons sealed inside his body. The sky is turned totally dark, and all of a sudden, the world is brought to an apocalypse. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Stay safe and enjoy your day.